Hi there, good to see you. I'm off on another adventure. This time it's a deer stalking mission. We'll be staying behind me there and looking for some deer. Now this isn't a hunting show, as I said, or a hunting channel, so I'm not going to go into any gory details. It'll just be some film of me out and about in the hills. So welcome along, good to see you. Let's go see if we can find some deer. So just a quick stop at the range just to check the zeros of the rifles. Just want to make sure that they're actually shooting where we think we're shooting. So we're only here for a very quick stop and back on the road again. Walking to a position to have a look. There's nothing much where we are. We're just down there. In actual fact, is where the hut is. So we're just walking to a position to have a look for now. Maybe somewhere to sit up here for a while, just to see what we see. Maybe in the evening. Not quite sure. So it's very late afternoon now, as you can probably see. It's been a hot day, so can't imagine too many of them are out running around, but you never know, I suppose. We'll see. Yes, and in case you're wondering, do leave the door open. Much more pleasant looking out at the hill, and well, you never know, might see a deer on the top of the hill. Wind's got up, starting to blow its guts out, and sun's gone behind a cloud, which is great, but it's been all of about 28-29 degrees today according to the thermometer, and it is thirsty work. But with this wind, it doesn't really matter if I stand here. 1 minute the wind's in my face going into the gully, the next minute the wind's coming out of the gully, then it's going down the ridge, then it's going around the ridge. So I think with clouds coming in this way, wind coming that way, any deer any deer with half a nose is probably going to smell me I don't know how many miles away, so don't think there's much more happening today. But anyway, I guess that's the way it goes. Cheers. So I've just got off to the top of a hill. We're in a slightly different part of the forest. Sun's finally gone behind a cloud, thank goodness. So there's a clearing up here, and we can look down into some valleys on either side, so I'm going to do that. But boy, it's a bit warm at the moment. I did get out earlier this morning. We didn't take the cameras. It was lovely first thing this morning, out first light, and we do have some deer in the chillers already at the hut, and the boys are off to collect another one this morning that fell into a gully, and they're going to recover it now. But this is a tramping channel, not a hunting channel, so I'm not really going to show too many things in the way of carcasses and things like that, but it'll just give you an idea of the beautiful area we're in. I might get the drone up and you can have a good look around. So in case you're wondering, this is a private forest block. We have access, permission access, permits, all that sort of thing, and there's no one else around, but I'm still wearing the blaze because, well, you know, just can't be too careful. It might be poachers or whatever, and I just want to be careful. And this is just for the sun because it's 30 odd degrees today. But let's have a look over the hill, see what we see, shall we? Couldn't see anything down there, so we'll just go down here. Earlier this morning we did get a deer down here, but it's a pretty steep cliff, and we couldn't recover it on our own, so a couple of the other guys have come out, and hopefully they're in the process of recovering it. So we'll see what they've done, I guess. So I've got out to the edge, and boys are just down there trying to collect the deer. It's pretty much a steep bank, I'll show you in a minute. I don't know how they're doing. I can't actually see them, but they can't be too far down there. We did go down this morning after we got the deer and marked the spot, found it, but yeah, it was too difficult for one of us to carry up, so got some reinforcements, and that's what's happening at the moment, although I can't see anything, so not quite sure what they're doing. Soon find out, shall we? Well, I tried to put the drone up. I don't know what I got. It's a bit on the windy side here, and it came straight out of my hand and just went straight over the cliff. So I did manage to get it back, but yeah, it's a bit of wind swirling around these ridges, I think, so maybe not the best idea to put the drone up. Mind you, yeah, well, I was going to say it might calm down, might not too, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, sorry about that. But I tried to have a look and see if I could show you where that deer had fallen, where the guys were, but yeah, I didn't think I'd get the drone back at one point. Not a good look, really. So I've just made it back to the car. This forest that we're in is quite a few thousand acres. So we use the 4-wheel drive to get to various areas in it. And I've made it back to the car. I'm just waiting for the other guys now. They can't be far away. Tough country, this, very steep, very up and down, very bluffy. You end up following a trail and you end up caught on a bluff or sheer drop on one side or whatever, and there's a lot of backtracking going on, so we leave it pretty flexible. It's not like you have to be there. We've all got communications and beacons and all that sort of thing, so it's not as if it's going to be a problem. But yeah, it's easy to think it's going to take you an hour to get somewhere and take 4 hours to get there, which has happened to me. Not today, but it has happened to me. So yeah, we'll just wait here. Nothing much. I've come up through there, so whatever was there is definitely no longer there. And yeah, just wait for the rest of them to turn up, I think. So that's the hut behind me. We'll go and have a look in a moment, but as I said, we're in a private forestry block here, so it's a privately owned forest. We have permits and the rights to hunt in the forest. There's not going to be anybody around. The hut that you see back there, that's we're in the middle of the forestry block, and we're allowed to use that as part of the process. So this is the inside of the hut that we've been staying in. This is, I guess, the main area behind me. So a couple of nice sofas to lie on. Midsummer, of course, so we didn't need the fire over there, but nice to know you have it. If you come this way, there's another bedroom in here, and we go through here. Small kitchen over here, and there's Graham, good bugger that he is, doing the dishes. It's always good to bring a dishwasher along when you go on these trips. Much easier than doing it yourself.
I'm just going to give you something to eat it out, Pete.
And then we've got another bunk room here. This is where I was staying. That's why it looks like such a mess. And then there's a third one through there. So I probably should have also said we've got all the mod cons. We've even got a shower, runs off the water tank, a bath if you so desired, and obviously there's a fridge here as well, keep everything nice. Can't go wrong, can you? And of course, no backcountry hut is complete without a backcountry dunny. And these are the ones we've got here, sitting out in the middle of the paddock. So we have a look. Nice, clean, tidy inside. If you also have a look in there, you'll see that there's a bit of reading material, hunting magazines, obviously. But yeah, very nice. Flush toilets, little septic tank. So all the mod cons. This isn't a hunting channel, as you well know, so I haven't actually shown deer being taken out. But there is a wool shed on the farm which we use, and in the wool shed is some stand-up chillers. So I'll just go over there and show you now. And as you can see, we got 2 deer, and those are the 2 complete carcasses. There also was a very, very large deer, probably well over 100 kilos, big red, and we had to piece him out on the hill. So you can see the 4 legs and the back steaks and things like that, and other bits and pieces from him in there. So 3 deer. We were here for 2 days basically. We got here very late on Saturday afternoon. We had 1 full day hunting, and Monday we're gone again. So we were pretty limited in time, and that probably meant we could have got more, but we certainly will be back, and we certainly, well, hopefully we'll get more next time.